Hi, this is Dana Ralph, Mayor of Kent, and I am here joined today by Brent Collins, our street maintenance supervisor, to talk a little bit about preparedness for ice and snow. I want to make sure that you're all aware of the work we're doing ahead of time to keep our streets safe and as open as possible, and then give you some tips on staying safe when the snow actually hits. Thanks for joining us this morning.
Thank you, Madam Mayor.
So tell me a little bit about the work that you and your crews have been doing to prepare for this.
Yeah, to prepare for this, we start in the summer. We go through our snow plows, our rubber blades. We make sure our hydraulic system's working good. We go through our sanders, make sure the spinners are working, and everything's just ready to go. So when an event does hit in the winter, we can get these trucks ready to go when we go.
Ahead of the snow, what is one of the first things we do?
We put our anti-icing material down. People know it as the funny looking lines that are on the road when they get up, go to work in the morning. It's a calcium chloride, which is a liquid salt-based material with rust inhibitor.
Okay.
And really what it is, it prevents rust buildup on the vehicles and on our trucks, and also it helps the material stick to the ground.
We've done the de-icing, big storm comes. What is your plan for rolling things out? Do we have specific roads that we always maintain and try and keep open? Sort of what's the process or order?
When it comes to a big storm, we know there's going to be 2-3 inches or more. We start lining up our crews. We work around the clock. It's 2 12-hour shifts. We have 8 trucks, 7 plows, and 1 anti-icer. We have 240 some odd lane miles of road in Kent. With 8 trucks and 7 plows, you have to prioritize. Our prioritization is Canyon Drive. It is South 208, which people call Winco Hill, Veterans Drive, along with Reith Road and South 272nd between Pack Highway and I-5 there.
So both East Hill and West Hill, but those are all our big hills in the city of Kent.
Yes, we got to stay with the hills first. And usually it takes up to 2 trucks per hill, so that is our workforce. That's when the event hits. Once the event settles down, then we can branch out. So once the event settles down, it stops snowing, we can branch out, then we can get to our level 2 roads. Our level 1s are the hills, schools, bridges, overpasses. Those are number 1s.
Roads like Benson, Pack Highway, and Military, while they're main roads, they're not in the tier 1 of roads that we keep open.
No, ma'am.
Talk a little bit about maybe why.
The reason why is like you and I talked about, it's hills. To traverse from the West Hill to East Hill to get down the valley, you have to go up.
Right.
That's the only way to even get to the hills that you just mentioned, okay? So we have to keep those roads open. And like I mentioned before, we have limited resources. The roads I just talked about remember, they take 2 trucks apiece. And when it's snowing hard and it's coming down, we have to keep those roads open, so which means those trucks could stay there. They could even leave if it starts snowing again. They got to come back and take care of those routes. Otherwise, everyone's stuck in the valley. They won't be able to get home. So talking about Benson and Pack Highway, we take care of those next, and a big reason is that they're flat.
They're flat.
Those are
right.
Those are flat roads.
Easier for people to travel on. What about neighborhood roads?
Neighborhood roads we just don't do. Reason being is you see how big these trucks are. This is one of our smaller 5 yards. Well, you try to get a 10-yard truck in there, it's hard because a lot of the neighborhoods anymore, there's one way in and one way out. And a big issue we have is cars parking on both sides of the road. These plows are approximately 10 feet wide. We can't have these trucks broke down or stuck inside a neighborhood.
Limited resources.
When we need, exactly, when we need them out,
open.
when we need the main roads open.
Anything our residents can do to help you and your crews keep our city open and safe and running?
I would say the number one thing is having your vehicle winter ready. And not everybody has 4-wheel drives, we understand that. If you can, try to get change for your car, try to get a ride. People are breaking down in the middle of the street and they're leaving their vehicles, and we can't do our job.
It makes it really hard for you to plow around cars that are parked in the middle of the road.
We've had people just leave their cars in the middle of Canyon Drive, and we got to go around them, and it's really hard. So if you don't have to go anywhere, please try not to if your car isn't ready. If you can get a ride, that's even better by somebody that does have a vehicle that's winter ready.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Some good tips about the way that the city of Kent is getting ready for winter weather, but also how you can help us. Biggest thing that I want to say is if you don't have to go out in the snow, stay home. If you do, make sure you're safe, make sure you're prepared and ready to be out there. We are doing everything we can to keep the roads open. Follow us on our Facebook page, Twitter feed, as well as the city website, and we'll keep you updated when that storm hits. Thank you.